Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement.
This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the atoms. Good evening to the Eves. This is the Blac Pill Podcast, Ninja. We are in here, people. We are in here. Hey, man, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you're the resistance, okay? Shout out to the resistance. Hey, we got a good show for you guys today, man. The girlies, man. The girlies were fighting, Ninja. They were fighting.
You need to leave.
Shout out to Dame Dash. Shout out to Charlamagne Tha Jizzle. Shout out to Charlamagne Tha Jizzle. In today's episode, we're discussing what happened previously or earlier this morning. Dame Dash telling Charlamagne Tha Jizzle that he is a poor representation of masculinity for black men.
You need to leave.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, Ninja. Mixed feelings. I got mixed feelings about the whole situation. Past that, let us know what you think in the comment section. Let me pull myself up. Where we at? Hold up. Let me pull myself up. Win, win, win. Boom. I'm in here, Ninja. What's up, Ninja? Gang, we made it. We made it. I'm in here. Hey, man, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. We got a poll in the chat. What's the poll? Let me pull this down. Hold up. Wrong thing. Goddamn. All right, what's the poll? All right, chat, the poll is as followed. I can make it big because I own this. All right, chat, do you think Dame was right in his opinion of Uncle Charla? Vote and tell us what you think. And the answer choices are as followed. Option 1, Dame was right, Unc zesty. Option 2, is Dame a good representation of black men? That's a question. That's a question. Option 3, Dame Det need to chill. I ain't make that up. And option 4, who said Unc wanted to represent black men? All right, so I mean, hey, let us know what you think in the comment section, man. That's the main event. Before we get there, we got a couple things to discuss. Hey, man, mixed feelings, man. I mean, I've been telling y'all, you know, men have become the new women and women have become the men. So women are allowed to be masculine in today's day and age. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, if you're in here, put a 1 in the chat, ladies.
Hello.
Shout out to the women. And as a man, you know, I've told y'all before because I've seen it in real time with my own too. You know, being a masculine man and being a masculine man in today's society is not necessarily what is it, a death trap. It's just you have to be mindful of how you show or express your masculinity, because if you say the wrong thing to somebody, they'll turn around and press charges on you. You feel me? You might turn around and have to deal with some what do we call it, some backdooring. A ninja might try and backdoor you. Ninja might do you dirty. Ninja might try to get back at you because he doesn't feel as strong of a man. He might try and go fuck your girl. You feel me? So I mean, it is what it is, ninja. It is what it is. Past that, let us know what you think in the comment section. And shout out to everybody who find their way to my page, man. Answer the poll in the chat. Past that, if we're lagging, hey man, I mean, I'm sorry. I kind of try to get it fixed, but I mean, I don't know why we're lagging. We shouldn't be lagging, but if we are, it is what it is. Past that, let us know what you think in the comment section, ninja. Let's get started. Oh, before we get started, quick disclaimer. Hey man, say man, everybody got the same social media. We all got different algorithms. Here's a bit of mine and my fan base. What else? We put the memberships up. If you guys want to be a member of the core, find the memberships on my page. I have no idea how it works. It's my first time doing it. If y'all don't know, we monetized on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. So yeah, I have no clue how to do the memberships. What else? Yeah. Everything you see is for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. Don't shoot the messenger, ninja. Don't shoot the messenger. You see how they shot Charlie, what's his name? You know who. You know who. You know who. I don't even need to finish the sound effect. You know who. And I'm not saying it like I'm defending the ninja. Shout out to what's his face. But yeah, ninja, don't do me in, because when we really think about that situation, at the end of the day, whatever Charlie Kirk believed in or whatever the case may have you, and condolences to his family, that ninja was a content creator, okay? Guys, gentlemen, in a day and age where you can influence the youth and the minds of the masses, be careful what you say. That's why I say, even me, hey, everything is for entertainment purposes and social media commentary only. Don't shoot the messenger. I wonder, what did I ask you guys? Am I a representation of black men?
But what the hell?
Who knows? Who knows? It is what it is. Let's get started. Man. It is what it is. Hey, shout out to my ninjas. Ninjas, are you in here? Shout out to my ninjas. Where we at? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gentlemen, let us know what you think is an ideal representation of black men, because, I'm going to go in later, but I'm going to give you some examples. You feel me? Like, we say Russell, what's his name? Not Russell Westbrook. Shout out to Russell Westbrook, though, but we say Russell Wilson is a simp. We say Future is a deadbeat. Not to throw these people out there. I'm just saying, this is what it said.
You need to leave.
Who else? They say ASAP Rocky is in a emasculated position because his wife, who is a billionaire, well, not his wife or his wife, I don't know, but the woman that he's with and has kids with, and shout out to ASAP. I fucks with ASAP. Shout out all my dark-skinned ninjas. They say ASAP's in an emasculated position because his wife makes more money than him, so she tells him what to do. So what is the proper, what is the ideal representation of masculinity for black men? I'm so confused. Y'all ninjas be saying anything. But anyways, we'll get into it later. We have a bit of things to show you guys. Like I said, everybody has the same social media. We all have different algorithms. Here's a bit of mine. First things first, let's see what's popping off on the net. We have the U.S. House passing legislation to charge 14-year-olds, people. 14, not 13, not 12, not 11. 14-year-olds as adults in D.C. Law and Order with Black Adam, people. Let's get it. I can't believe it. Let's see what's going on here. Hold up. Let me see if we got footage. We don't have footage, but tonight Congress will vote to lower the age to prosecute minors as adults from 16 down to 14 in D.C. Congress wants to prosecute 14-year-olds as adults, but they don't want to prosecute adults who abuse and try and fornicate with 14-year-olds. That's what this person said. Shout out to Thomas Massey.
You need to leave.
Shout out to Thomas Massey. He said it. Yeah, I mean, that's some news for you. We'll keep you guys updated on that. Anyways, let's get to an Adam experience, man. Shout out to my fan base and everybody supporting me. For those of you who are new here, we discuss the industry, the music industry, the entertainment industry, rap music. I try and I'm still on the rap music, but it's like I don't go too in because I don't want y'all to just hear about rappers all day, because I know that get redundant after a while. So we talk about rappers. We talk about the drama behind the industries, all the entertainment industry, the sports news, actresses, shit like that. Excuse my French. Yeah, we discuss the drama that's going on within the entertainment industry in totality as a whole. With that being said, it's a lot to encompass, so please forgive me if I don't catch everything. And things that you would want me to discuss or you would want us to discuss, shout out to my community, the Black Adam community, the core. You can send it to us. You can send it to my page. This is the Adam Effect page. You can send it there. You can send it to the Blac Pill. You can send it to my personal page. Shout out to everybody that reach out to me on my personal pages. If I don't see you, I apologize, but you guys are the real MVPs, okay? Let me say that too. What else do I want to say? Also, I want to say shout out to everybody that's offering me, services they want to sell me. I'm sorry, I'm balling on a budget, okay? I ain't got it like that, Ninja. I ain't got it like that. So I can't afford your services right now. Not to say it like that, but yeah, Ninja ain't talking like he got it, Ninja. I ain't got it, Ninja, okay? Not to say it like that, but I will in the future. Also, shout out to everybody offering me to review their products on my page. Yes, I have people trying to sponsor me and do all that too. Yes. Now, at the same time, I am a bit skeptical. So I don't know who's who and what's what. So when I see you guys send me a product in my email, shout out to you for actually using the email as business and shit. You're using the email. When I see you guys send me the products, if you don't give a full detailed explanation and you just say, hey, I want to know if you could review this on your page, Ninja, I mean,
but what the hell, boy?
It's not happening because I think that you're spam. You have to go into more details and explain what I get out of this situation. Not saying like I'm that ninja. I'm not that ninja. I'm just saying like I'd rather push my own shit. So for me to come out and push your shit, you feel me? You gotta come with it, okay? You gotta come with it. That's just how I feel. Okay, that's just how I feel. Past that, I got my clothes. We setting up the clothes. I'm gonna have you guys dripped out for winter. I can't wait. I'll discuss that more later on in the show. But let's get into it, man. First things first. Industry news, people. We got Fabulous. Shout out to Fabulous. Loso. In case you ain't know so. If you don't know who Loso is, he was in this song with Neo, I believe. I'm a movement by myself, but I'm a force when we're together. Mommy, I'm good all by myself, but baby, you make me better. Yes, sir, that's Neo. But yeah, Fabulous, he rapped in a song. I guess it was featuring him or whatever. Fabulous responds to fans trolling his jacket. Let's see what this is about. Listen up, people.
My jacket big. It is big. It's like an oversized big shoulder. You know what you gotta do in life too? You gotta stop trying to make people who don't understand. Like, you know what I mean? The people who get it. The people who don't understand, they don't. And maybe it's not for them to understand.
All right, this Ninja. First things first. Ninja, open your mouth, Ninja. Okay? Open your mouth. But for those of you who didn't understand what he said, Fabulous, he said, fans are trolling his jacket because it's oversized. Shout out to this comment right here from Pretty Lady 42. She said he came from my era where we wore oversized clothes, and if anybody roasted him, they clearly was born after 2000. I don't get it, but I totally get him. You got to stop trying to make people understand who cares. Bars. Yeah, shout out to the young generation. We're the old folks now. Ninjas be calling me Unc them. I'm like, Ninja, I'm still in my 20s, Ninja. I'm like, a ninja just growed out the beard. If I cut the beard, I'll look like a kid. Is it the way that I speak? Is it the way that I carry myself? Am I the definition of masculinity? Now, fellas, shout out to the men that find their way to my page. Please don't insult me because I know y'all gonna come in. Oh yeah, brother, just so you know, you don't speak for all black men and all this kind of shit. We're just having a discourse here. But yeah, man, back in the day, we used to wear them baggy clothes. Like, shout out to Neo. Not Neo, shout out to Nelly. I remember Nelly. Nelly made ninjas want to wear the armbands, the NBA armbands. Nelly made ninjas want to wear the Band-Aid. Yeah, it was just different trends back then. It was a different time. It's crazy because it was a different time. Now in this day and age, ninjas is wearing short shorts, short shirts. It's all kind of weird shit. Now look, don't get me wrong. I don't wore muscle clothes before, like tight, like what is it called? Like them tight clothes, not like spandex, but them tight clothes that you'll wear when you like wanna, like, the muscle shirt. Well, I don't know how to describe myself. Goddamn.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, I don't wear like sports gear that was tight, you know, that's like supposed to sweat through the dry fit. I don't wear the dry fit, the ones that was tight and the ones that was loose. I used to wear the tight clothes to show off my muscles because I wanted to show off my muscles. Even now, this shirt's tight, but if you look when I first started doing the show and shit, this shirt wasn't tight. It got tight because I got bigger. I got to drop my extra weight, but you know, your boy be in the gym. I'll be in the gym, so I got big arms and shit. So, I mean, that's just how it goes. So like my clothes kind of fit weird. So if I don't get my clothes a certain way, like my arms always be tight in the clothes, ninja. Feel me? But yeah, everybody wear different types of clothes. Everybody wear different type of clothes. Here we go.
I don't get certain shit, so I just stay away from it. But I don't be like trying to bash what they doing. That's what y'all doing. It's just not my thing.
All right, fat Loso. All right, Loso, we get it. Hey, man, I was gonna say this. Look, man, in a world where everybody wants to be the same, I'll tell all of you, dare to be different. We live in a world full of copycats, full of clones. Everybody wants to be like everybody because a lot of people don't want to be seen. And then at the same time, the people that want to be seen, I'm one of them. You know, you want to be seen, and then people look at you like you're a problem for wanting to be seen. And it's like, I want to be seen for positives, you know, not negatives. Unfortunately, whatever Drake said in the song, something about it takes negatives to make a positive. That's how the world works. So unfortunately, you got to talk about the negative to be seen. And after that, people got to judge you. And from there, you can turn around and do some positives. And if you don't believe me, look at Charleston White. Charleston White is a poor example, but at the same time, the example that we need. Let's continue, man. In Southern California, we had a Benihana brawl that I wanted to show you guys. First off, this why I don't like being around you mother. Well, excuse my French. Let me stop, but this why I don't like being around people sometimes, bro. Cause people don't know how to act, bro. People gotta learn to control themselves. And this why I'm saying shout out to Dame Dash, cause I'm gonna relate this all back to the show. You know, I gotta paint a picture here. Yeah, you know, Dame Dash was in the Breakfast Club getting vile. You know, he was like, oh, you know, if we was in the streets, I would have fucked you up and all this kind of shit. And I mean, yeah, that sound cool, but it's like, bruh. And I'm always going to tell you guys this, gentlemen. Shout out to my stepmom. She told me this. If somebody has the power to move you with their words to where you want to put hands on them, you're weak-minded. I understand a respect thing as men. Like I said, men, we already know. Gentlemen, pull up to the front of the club. Please form a circle. Adams, pull up. Like I said, we already know what it is. We already know there's always that indication threat level of violence. And this coming from somebody that used to be very, very violent. You guys are looking at me. I used to be very, very violent. My people used to say, you're going to end up in prison. I had to literally check myself and rework my brain and rewire my brain to learn, hey, I can't just turn up on everybody like that, because you don't know how somebody's going to respond to you acting that way towards them. Two, you don't want to put yourself in a position. Shout out to Dame. Dame said he got jumped by like 30 ninjas. I ain't never been jumped by 30 ninjas. I done been jumped before. I done took an ass whooping before. I done took a couple ass whoopings. I don't like to speak on it. It don't make me proud to be like, oh, you know, I took an ass whooping. I guess that's what makes you a man. But besides the point, look at this, people. Hold up. I'm going to make it bigger so y'all can see it. Look at this. Look at this foolishness. Jesus. And y'all want me to go out and be around you ninjas. Shout out to my ninjas. It wasn't all ninjas, but I think it was ninjas. Hold on. Here we go. Let us know what you think in the comment section, people, and answer the poll and hit the like button. Here we go. Look. They tweaking. Oh. And the crazy thing about it is, these are the restaurant employees fighting, ninja. Yep, those are the restaurant employees that you're seeing fight. And I know it's hard to see because everybody's standing in the way. But the reason why everybody's standing in the way is because everybody's trying to get up out the way and actually leave. And this is a poor example of people acting out. Like I said, this is nothing in comparison to what you see in the hood. Believe me, if I showed y'all my algorithm, bro, if you ninjas seen my algorithm, you guys would be looking like, what the hell? Yeah. Some wild shit. My God, no way. It be some wild shit. Here we go. Oh, got the babies crying. Oh. Gentlemen, ladies, you guys can answer this too. Gentlemen, is this an example of masculinity? Is this a good example of masculinity? Cause Dame said I'll put hands on you. I will fuck you up. Excuse my French. She said it, not me. And shout out to hold on, I gotta make it bigger. I ain't got my glasses on. Shout out to Swaggy Fresh. Swaggy Fresh said Charlamagne is a punk. Oh man. We're gonna get into it. But like I said, gentlemen, let me know. Is that a good example of masculinity, fighting in the middle of a store? I don't know, because Dame said, I got to put hands on somebody to let them know how I feel. Here we go. Look at this. Ninjas is talking about why you in the house popping it. You always in the house popping. I always see you on stream. Bro, why would I go outside, bro? What is there for me? Like, look at me, guys. Look at me. Why would I go outside? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not living in fear. Like, I go outside every day, actually, and I go places. But I'm just very mindful, bro, because at the same time, bro, this is not something I want to look forward to. This is not something I'm looking forward to. I go to a restaurant and I got to see the employees fighting because of whatever bullshit might be behind a woman. You never know. Look. Oh. And the crazy thing is, they want to let you go, but they scared you finna tweak out, bro. They scared you finna tweak out.
You need to leave.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Is this a good example of masculinity, guys? Agree or disagree? Here we go. Now, like I said, we listen and we don't judge. You guys can run that back, but let's continue, man. Let's get back to the show. We got a couple things to discuss. I got to let you guys be informed on some things that are going on within the world. So don't leave the show just because I show you guys these things. First things first, Law and Order with Blac Adam. Hold up. Law and Order with Blac Adam, people. We got Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson has been formally charged with aggravated slaying following the death of Charlie Kirk. Prosecutors announced the intent to seek the death penalty. So we discussed this in a couple shows previously. Y'all can go find it on my page. We do a lot of streams here. But it's almost been a week since the murder of Charlie Kirk, and now officials have announced the charges against Tyler Robinson, the man accused of committing the action. Excuse me. I'm not going to say that we don't care. I don't want to say not that we don't care, but what I will say is we got to shed light on these things because this is history happening right now. This is going to actually shape the course of history. And always remember, gentlemen, and shout out to everybody watching me, especially content creators. Hey, bruh. Be careful what you say on here because ninjas is not playing out here. These ninjas will snipe you by what you say, okay? Not to say it like that, but hey. So when y'all see me pop it on here, bro, it's all love. Shout out to everybody I feature on the show. Ninja, I mean no harm, no ill will. We do dark humor on the show. I never do jokes that are so disparaging that would make y'all want to tweak out on me and attack me in real life. You know why? Not to put the light on myself, but I've been bullied as a kid, so I know what it's like to make somebody feel bad. I've been bullied for being big and black, Ninja. You know what it is, and it's all good. I wear my heart on my sleeve, so I don't really care now that I'm older. But yeah, with that being said, yeah, so I know how to make mean jokes because I've had mean jokes said to me when I was younger. I'm never gonna say anything so disparaging that you'll want to come and put hands on me, and if I do, I mean, you can, constructive criticism. You can correct me. Iron sharpens iron, but I mean no ill will. If I say something like, oh, shout out to the big girls. It's all love, dog. It's all love. It's all love. And I can say that, I'm 260 pounds, big dude. I can say that, okay? But I'm just saying, all right, guys, so don't beat me up, please. I have to say those things now because I'm actually a bit scared for my life since they off this ninja. Because remember, this ninja's not really a politician. That ninja was a content creator. That's some scary shit, guys. But yeah, according to ABC News, Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray announced that Robinson has formally been charged with whatever I just told you: felony discharge of a firearm, causing serious bodily injury, obstruction of justice, 2 counts of witness tampering, and commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child. Let's hear what they have to say. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Y'all pull up to the front of the club. Please form a circle.
A criminal information charging Tyler James Robinson, age 22, with the following crimes. Count 1, aggravated murder, a capital offense for intentionally or knowingly causing the death of Charlie Kirk under circumstances that created a great risk of death to others. Count 2, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, a first-degree felony. The state is further alleging aggravating factors on counts 1 and 2 because the defendant is believed to have targeted Charlie Kirk based on Charlie Kirk's political expression and did so knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide.
Hey man, gentlemen, in today's day and age, freedom of speech ain't free, Ninja, okay? So like I said, shout out to Dame. I'm not throwing shade, I'm just saying, like, for example, this ninja right here, and like I told y'all before, you know, a ninja's not just a black person, because they like to associate ninjas with black people. Yeah, everybody want to say the word. I'm always like, what the hell?
But what the hell, boy?
Besides the point, yeah, man, a ninja's not only a black person, but yeah, so this ninja right here did not like what the other person said. Now, like I said, this person may have been spewing hate. That's not my business. I've told y'all before, if y'all been on my page, I don't sit there and watch people that don't like me. I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. I'm here to let you know, if you don't like me, I don't like you neither. So I'm that kind of dude. So I'm not finna sit there and try and understand why you say what you say and all that. If the assumption is you don't like a certain group of people or whatever, okay, cool, it's all good. I don't like you neither. I'm not finna sit there and try and discuss about it. Why can't we change your mind? What led you up to this? I'm not your doctor. I don't care, okay? I'm gonna say it like that. But what I will say is, you know, he didn't like what he said, so you know, he got him an extendo, if this is even a gun, right? An extendo sniper rifle, okay, with the silencer on it. And that ninja turned around and off this ninja. Is that an example of masculinity, people? Is that an example of masculinity? Because I don't know at this point, but we'll discuss that more in the main event. Let's continue. We have other things to discuss. More Law and Order with Black Adam, people. Y'all listen to this. Shout out to Cash Patel. If you don't know who Cash Patel is, please go back to one of my old streams, Trump's Inner Circle, where I discussed the U.S. administration in totality. And the reason why I did that is so I can educate some of you people, because in a world where nothing makes sense, we still need to have some form of education so that way we can draw a line and pick a side, right? So Cash Patel, the FBI director Cash Patel, testified under oath today that there is no credible evidence Jeffrey Epstein trafficked to anyone besides himself.
What the hell?
You need to be.
Woo! Hey man, look. Shout out to America, Ninja. America's the best country in the world, Ninja. Shout out to America. Look at this. Okay? Crazy, bro. You can't make this up. Let's see what he said.
You've seen most of the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And
ladies and gentlemen, not to stop him while he's speaking, respect to everybody in the U.S. administration. You know, you ninjas can make somebody disappear. But, and sorry if it's lagging, like I said, y'all know they watch my stream because of the stuff I talk about. But respect to everybody in the administration. But I'm here to tell you, Ninja, I mean,
what the hell? Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No way, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your American government. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the free world. Yeah, man. Hey, man, right in your face, and they don't care. But it is what it is, because they know at the end of the day we're never going to believe them. But this is why the current opinion, the public opinion, or the court of public opinion, this is why the people don't believe in their government anymore. If you wanted to know, these are some of the reasons why. Now, when it comes to whether or not Jeffrey Epstein has files, trapped, whatever, I don't know. Let me hit the X-Files. I don't know. And you know why I don't know? The reason why I don't know is because they not finna off me because I want to, you know, because the X-Files, you know, Ninja, I want to believe. Ninja, I don't care that much. Ninja, keep it to yourself. I don't want to know. If you gonna off me about it, I don't want to know. It's all good. Do what you do. It ain't good, but it's all good. Let's continue. Here we go. Hold up. My bad.
Information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files.
In the case file.
Ninja, that's the FBI director, Ninja.
What the
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Oh my God.
Now, hey, like I said, people, always the lesser of two evils, whether or not you like it. Now, in comparison to the rest of these governments across the world, Ninja, I'm staying here. I'm staying here. But that don't make it right. That don't make it right. Let's continue.
Now, you've seen most of the files.
All right, that's all they had to say. That's all. Hey, man, let us know what you think in the comment section. Hit the like button, answer the poll in the chat. Like I said, we're gearing up towards the main event. I just have to bring these things up to you guys. You guys know who Luigi Mangione is? Do you know who Luigi Mangione is? We got Luigi Mangione supporters taking to the streets with costumes and cheers, and this comes after a judge actually dropped some charges against him. I'm gonna show you guys. Here we go. First things first.
Free Luigi! Free healthcare! 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 Free Luigi!
But what
What the hell? Oh my God! No way!
You know, it's tough. It's tough because, you know, people would turn around. So you don't want free healthcare? Yeah, Ninja want free healthcare, but the way the system's set up, nothing in life is free in America. Not even the air that you breathe, Ninja. Y'all said it. Not even the air that you breathe.
You need to leave.
So y'all talking about free healthcare, Ninja. How are these people going to get paid? They'll say tax dollars. Okay, so where are they going to allocate the money from when we're already billions of dollars, almost $1 trillion in debt? So it sounds nice on paper, but let's just look at let's look at the other countries with free healthcare. Do you want to live in those countries? I'm just begging the question, not saying that you have to move there. And if you don't want to live there, why? There's always a trade-off. What's the trade-off here if you got the free healthcare? Here we go.
Free healthcare! Put the system on trial! Put the system on trial! Put the system on trial! How many people have to die? How many people have to die?
Now, one thing I will say is shout out to everybody exercising the right to protest. I can respect it. Feel me? I respect that. I respect that. I respect your right to protest. I'm just like, okay, but you got to make it make sense. Like, do you guys have an actual plan to where you can work the system to where it actually works out and America remains the #1 superpower? If you don't have a plan, a goal without a plan is just a wish. My parents used to say that to me. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So you got to have a plan behind this. But here we go. Oh, well, let us know what you think in the comment section, people. I'm not that captivating, and there is no right answer. I'm just saying my own personal opinion. On my show, we can disagree to agree. Let's just not disrespect each other. Right? Here we go.
How many people have to die?
Oh my gosh.
One sec. This on the
They put this ninja on the white Jesus, Ninja.
What the hell?
You need to leave.
Oh my
They put that ninja on the white Jesus. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters. When you guys close your eyes and pray, I'm sure you guys see a white Jesus. I want to ask the black people, when you guys close your eyes and pray, what do you pray to? I be wondering, bruh. I be wondering. But let's continue. Let me see. Where do we have it? Hold on. I got to show you guys what happened. All right. So Law and Order with Black Adam. 1 second. Here we go. We have a judge tossing the terror-related murder charges against United Healthcare CEO killer Luigi Mangione. So Luigi Mangione, who prosecutors say was responsible for the death of the United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, made his first court appearance in 5 months. Inside the courtroom, Judge Gregory Caro dropped the heaviest charges against him. That included the first-degree murder under the crime of terrorism law. According to the judge, the evidence shown to the grand jury simply did not meet the standard to back up that claim. Caro also dismissed another charge of second-degree murder tied to terrorism. But don't get it twisted, the case is far from over. The judge refused to throw out another second-degree murder charge, with Mangione still facing and has pleaded not guilty to. The rest of the indictment stays standing. That means ... Shout out to these people for leaving us on a cliffhanger. And shout out to YouTube. YouTube, don't demonetize me because I said the M word, okay? Let's continue. Here we go. And there's your boy. There's your boy. There's your boy. And shout out to everybody that support Luigi. I don't support Luigi Mangione.
You need to leave.
And the reason why I don't support Luigi Mangione is because if I committed the same crime, would you guys have the same kind of sentiment towards me? Yeah, I've said this before. You can find it on my old Luigi Mangione episodes, and I'll continue to say it. I hold people to the same standard that people hold people that look like me to in this current day and age and this current state of affairs of America and the rest of the world globally. So they hold black people to a certain kind of standard, whether or not you realize that or don't. It's not my business. But like I said, I don't necessarily agree with what he did, because if I did the same thing, I'm pretty sure nobody would be having this poll to get me out. And, you know, I have all these crushes that sending me letters and all this money and putting money on my books and shit like that if I turn around and did some crazy shit like that. So that's just how I feel. Besides the point, let us know what you think in the comment section. Here we go. Yeah, like I said, daring move. And one thing that we have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, one thing we always have to realize is the only way to cause change in society is to do drastic things like that. That doesn't mean I agree with it though, but one thing I will say is violence is the one way to cause change in this country. And we can look at the course of history throughout time. In the case of America, violence is what caused everything to change. Shout out to all the protesters and shit, but really it was violence. Violence, I don't want to say violence begets violence because I think it's true, but at the same time, if you look at pivotal time or pivotal stamps in time, right? When it comes to America, there was violence, not conceding. There was violence to come, or there was violence preceding. So there was violence to be expected if change didn't happen. So, I mean, we'll keep you updated on that story. Let's see what happens. All right, back to the industry, man. I had to let y'all know about that. Quick segment. That was a quick Coley Blues with the news segment. I know you guys don't like the news, but I got to tell you guys about the news. Or one more thing too. Shout out to Colt 47. President Donald Trump said he's planning on bringing the National Guard to Washington, D.C. I think he already did. Chicago, Memphis, Baltimore, Oakland, and New Orleans. Yep. So we'll keep you guys updated on how that goes. We'll probably bring you some footage and see what happens. Past that, back to the industry, man. Let's get back to the industry. We got Ice Spice. Shout out to Ice Spice. We have Ice Spice giving props to Nicki Minaj and Cardi B in her new interview with Keke Palmer. Shout out to Keke Palmer too. She reflected on her 2 collabs with Nicki, saying that though their label deal fell through, she still looks up to her, and I guess she was supposed to get signed to Nicki. Ice also credited Cardi B for giving her and other women hope that a rap career was possible, while noting that Nicki's stardom once felt unattainable. Baby, this is Keke Palmer / YouTube. Here we go.
With her, I was gassed. Like, of course, I still am. Like, that's, I feel like it was.
What was it like working with her? Did you guys have like a one-on-one type of process, or was it kind of like, I'm gonna send it to you, you send it back?
We would do a lot of sending back and forth,
okay.
like via text and stuff like that. But she would always like gas like what I did. Like, she would just be like, "Oh, I love your accent and like your tone and flow," and I would be like screaming like when she,
yes.
You know what I mean?
Now, no, at one time it was talks of her possibly signing you. What made you kind of think? Because I know it can be tough when you're an artist and then you're signing an artist. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, man, is that?
And shout out to Ice Spice. I see Ice Spice. Shout out to Keke Palmer too, but I think Keke's spoken for. Keke has a kid, I believe, with the light skinned ninja. Shout out to that ninja. But yeah, my type usually like brown skin and dark skin women. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Ice Spice, really Ice Spice mom. Yeah. Ice Spice mom, fine, bro. No disrespect, Miss Spice. No disrespect, Miss Spice. No disrespect. But yeah, you nice to look at. You nice to look at. And I think you like dark skin ninjas. I think you was with that other dude, the football player. Hey, if you like big body ninjas, I'm here to let you know. I'm a big body. Am I a ninja? It depends on who's asking, right? It depends on who's asking. But yeah, I'm a big body ninja. I have a football player body ninja. I'm 260. Feel me? I gotta lose some fat though, but you know, I got the size, okay? I'm a hard body, okay? I'm a hard body. Alright? If you want to see what I'm about, okay? Anyways, let's continue. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. Here we go.
The right decision to
and answer the poll and hit the like button, people. Here we go.
Make, but then also she's incredible. So kind of how did you navigate that and then maintain the love?
Well, I really let like our lawyers, well, I tried to like really let our lawyers like handle everything and like our managers.
Yeah.
But I was already signed when she was trying to sign me, so I think that's where like the hiccups were. 2 records with her, I was gassed, like,
yeah,
because it was like really no room anymore at that point.
Yeah.
To make like a new deal. I'm signed to 2 labels, so that was already like a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, 2 labels. Hey man, you cooked, bro. 2? Is it a single deal? Is it a distribution and publishing deal? How many albums? How many songs? Hey man. Hey, shout out to the label. Hey labels, if you see me, Ninja, you can sign me as a rapper, okay? You can sign me as a rapper.
You need to leave.
I'm willing to bite the bullet and let you guys have creative control of the music to propel my career forward. But you can't sign me as a streamer. Streamer money, my money. Streamer money, my money. But if you want to sign your boy as a rapper, you can sign me as a rapper. Now, shout out to all the haters that hate on everybody trying to push their music. And shout out to all the independent artists still pushing forward, Ninja. Shout out to all of y'all. Actions speak louder than words. Go listen to my stuff. And like I said, if this shit lagging, I don't know why. But let's continue.
But I mean, like...
But she understood, y'all, you know, it's all love, and it's just like, it's the industry.
Well, yeah, it's all love, like, always. Yeah. I still look up to her. She's mother.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was like...
Mother.
But what the hell, boy?
Mother. Shout out to Nikki. Y'all know I love Nikki, but mother. Yeah. Nikki paved the way for all these girls. It started with Nikki. Cardi B also paved the way too. Shout out to Nikki. Shout out to Cardi. Here we go. But even then, before that, y'all know what it is. Missy Elliott, Rhapsody. I think I got a list when I speak, Ninja. Damn. But yeah, even Rhapsody. All these people. Shout out to all these people. Hold on.
First song at 19.
Lauryn Hill.
What made you say, I'm going to take this seriously? Was there a moment or a person that you saw doing something that made you say, maybe I could do a song or this could be a career?
I feel like Cardi B definitely like brought back that like hope of like girls could rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because for a long time, like Nicki seemed so like unattainable and like, you know, that's part of the lore too.
Recorded your first song at 19. What made you say, I'm going to take this seriously? Was there...
All right, so I mean, shout out to Ice Spice. I guess she's about to drop some music. Or maybe she already did. Shout out to her. Let's see what else we got. Excuse me. We got JT. Shout out to JT. We got JT walking the runway modeling for Chris Habana at New York Fashion Week. Shout out to the JT fans. I don't know what her fan base is called. We'll call them the TJs. Shout out to the TJs. Here we go. That's it, Ninja. Damn, Ninja. All right, I got to filibuster here because they serious about the copyrights. Like, even when it comes to the videos, when y'all see me talking more on these videos, it's because if I don't talk more, they're going to demonetize the whole video unless I trim out the segment of the person actually speaking. And nobody's finna watch that. Shout out to JT. Is JT with Uzi or is with the other girl with Uzi? Young Miami. I think JT's with Uzi. Shout out to JT. Yeah, so that's her. Hold on. Here we go. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah. Shout out to her. She look nice. Why this ninja says she look like a candy corn, Ninja? What's wrong with you ninjas?
You need to leave.
What's wrong with you ninjas? Chill out. She look good. Y'all always hating on the dark-skinned girls. Y'all know the dark-skinned girls look good. They look yummy like chocolate, okay? Yummy like chocolate. All right, last few things before, I think we're at the last one before we're at the main event. Last two. First things first, in a recent interview, we got Charleston White, the comedian Charleston White, claiming that you won't be a top rapper without having a rainbow experience with the higher ups. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section, people.
You need to leave.
Listen to this.
You are not fit to be a big time rapper like Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Lil Baby, homie, you ain't finna be this big and not have no gay experience. You ain't finna be on Adam 22. You're not finna get this close to this light that make our stars and idols and you don't have a gay experience.
How Charles, Mr.
But what the hell, boy?
I mean, he had a big experience. I mean, wait, what? I mean, I said that wrong. I meant like he's big. Like he's big and he's been on Adam 22, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So how the hell?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Nah, but for real, all trolling aside, I don't know, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Here we go.
Or at least try.
No.
Try you.
No. Even if you're tried, you're gonna have to be acceptable to some gay experience. Whether you in there watching it, whether you homie, if you might not have to but you have to have the experience to get through that door. To be with it. You are not fit to be.
Nah, but what I will tell y'all though, he ain't lying, man. Look, I remember I've told y'all this story before, man. And shout out to the LGBTQIA plus alphabet boys and girls community. You know, we ain't got no problems with y'all. It's all love. All right. Just don't try and beat me up. Hey, man, you know them ninjas. Hey, them gay people, bro. Them gay people know how to fight. Look. First off, my bad. Hey, them gay people know how to fight. First off, you hear about the domestic violence between like lesbian women? Ninja.
You need to leave.
I done seen gay dudes beat ninjas up, ninja. So that's why, hey, shout out to the alphabet boys and girls in the alphabet brigade. Please don't send the Goonies after me, ninja. All right, them ninjas know how to fight. Them ninjas will mess you up. Hey, them ninjas will mess you up. But yeah. Nah, for real though. So I told y'all this story before. And I'm gonna tell y'all this story again. Yeah, man. So, you know, I used to work at Sears. No, was it? Yeah, I was working at Sears before Sears closed down back at the crib. Shout out to Miami 305 till we in the casket. You dig? Shout out to the 3. And yeah, I told y'all this story before. So basically it was like the security guard, like he was a private security guard and he came with some other security. And I guess I was, I'm pushing my music at the time. I'm like, yeah. You know, I made music. You should check me out. He's like, yeah, I do private security for big artists and shit. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to network. Like I'm saying that to him, like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to network with you. You know, maybe you put me around, find a way to put me around them type of people. Like I do security. Like at this point in time, I'm trying to get my security license, right? So I'm like, yeah, you know, I get security license. I'll be willing to do private security so I can get my foot in the door. He's like, yeah, you know, I like what you're talking about. And he's like, oh, so let me ask you a question. And I'm like,
But what the hell, boy?
So I'm like, what's up? What's the question? He said, I got a serious question for you. And the way you answer this question will determine where you'll end up in the industry. I'm like, all right, what's up? OG, kick it to me. I'm like, kick it to me, OG. So he's like, yeah, so, you know, let's say it's a rapper party. Now, like I said, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I did not make this up. So he say, yeah, so let's say it's a rapper party. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, okay, so it's you. Like you and another security guard are security there. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, he's like, okay, it's a hotel party. Everybody faded. Everybody go back to the room. And he said, like, you guys are in the room. I'm like, all right, what's up? What's up? I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. So he's like, you know, it's 4 rappers. He said it's 4 rappers, 6 girls, and, you know, the 2 security guards. So this ninja proceeded to ask me, this is a ninja guy. This ninja proceeded to ask me, how many people are naked?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
So I'm like 18, 19 at the time. So I'm like, how many people are naked? So I'm thinking like, bro, is this a trick question? I'm like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay. So, you know, I asked him, I said, so you say, sorry, bro. Sorry. So I'm like, all right, so you said you said it's 3 or 4 rap. He said it's 3 rappers or 4 rappers. He said 6 girls. And he said it's y'all 2 security guards. And you know, you in the room because you know y'all gotta make sure they safe and stuff. I'm like, all right, so I'm doing the math. So he's like, okay, so how many people are naked? So I'm like, okay, so 4 rappers, 6. I'm like, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking 10 people. He's like, wrong answer. I'm like, I'm like, okay, maybe the rapper, you know, maybe two of the rappers, they ain't got no game, feel me? They ain't know what to say. I'm like, so maybe like 4 and 4. I'm like, okay, maybe like 8 people. He's like, no, I'm gonna tell you the answer. And he's like, the answer is everybody. I was like,
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
so yeah, that was probably like one of my first introductions into the dark side of the world. And yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, you can get into the it's like it's a lifestyle, ninja. Like you gotta like that lifestyle. As you get older, you know, shit change. Like I told y'all before too, I've been invited like on some Diddy shit. No Diddy though. Shout out to Diddley. We call Diddy Diddley here. I told you I've been invited into parties like that by like random people. So like I remember this one white girl, and she was inviting me to one of them voyeur parties. I ain't realize what it was because she had a whole trench coat on. This another story, not around the same story, but yeah, I'm just saying that to paint my picture and reinforce my point. Yeah, it's like that in the industry. So yeah, and I told people this story before. This for everybody that's new here that find their way to my page. Feel me? She was in a trench coat. So, you know, I'm taking her far away. It's like an hour drive. I'm an Uber driver at this time. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? You know, I'm like, damn. So, you know, I want to ask you something. I don't want to be weird. She like, what's up? I'm like, so, you know, like you got a knife under the trench coat. You know, I'm trying to figure out like why she's sitting like that. And she's like, oh no, I'm going to a party. I'm like, okay. I'm like, damn. So like what? It's like dress up. You know, I'm confused. I'm like, cause I'm not seeing, this is my first time seeing these kind of things. So I'm just like, yo, what's really going on? So she like, yeah, you know, it's not really a dress up party. It's actually a sex party. I'm like, I'm like, yo, I'm like, damn, I'm like, break that down. And she's like, yeah, so this is how it goes. You know, the girls pay and no, the girls don't pay. The girls get in free and then guys got to pay and all this kind of stuff. And she just put me on game. And I mean, I'm going to stop there because, you know, the game is sold and not told. And I give y'all too much free game, man. Y'all got to donate. Y'all got to donate. Why am I telling y'all all this? I'm saying all that to say, man, yeah, when it comes to the industry, bro, it's some shit going down in the industry, okay? It's some shit going down in the industry. It's not my job to expose it, but them ninjas is doing some very peculiar stuff, okay? Peculiar stuff. Shout out to Charleston White. Shout out to Charleston White. All right, last one before we get to the main event. We got Akbar. So we brought up Akbar before, and we was telling y'all that she said that her husband was beating her up, ninja. Her husband was beating her up. That's what she said. So we got a little update on that one. So this is the picture right here. So she said, I be getting my face punched in by my husband and he jumped me with somebody he sleeps with. And she was going back to the ninja. She was going back to the ninja. You need to leave, my ninja. And then she wrote this long thing talking about, I haven't smiled in a long time. All this man does is verbally abuse me. Then said he don't want to be in the marriage and said he's done so much. And I still try to fight and stay in it because I want God to see me as a person who's trying. No disrespect, Miss Akbar V, but that's some clown world shit. That's some nut shit. I'm not about to let a man keep beating me and keep being mean to me when I'm being a wife and trying. Nut shit. That's some nut shit. Yes, I went to the internet in the past out of hurt, but this time I'm not even bashing. I'm telling the truth. I know y'all gonna laugh. We ain't laughing for you, girl. We praying for you. Yeah, get your mind right, baby. Get your mind right. Anyways, update. So she discussed here how her husband tried to make her cover the bill for everybody's food on her birthday. Clown world, ninja. Clown world. What's wrong with y'all ninjas, bro? Here we go. Let us know what you think in the comment section.
For my birthday, right? So we at the table, TT Swed, Swaz, Swed wife, Yeet. So the nigga tried to really wanted me to pay for everybody's food. Like, I never forget this. Like, this just stuck with me. And Swed spoke up and was like, why Akbar gotta pay? It's her birthday. You get what I'm saying? Like, for a man to sit there and speak up like that, like, I really feel like Swed don't like me. But for him to say that, it was like 100. I looked at him so different because, mind you, me and Swed used to be real close. Like, that was my dog for real. For my birthday, right?
Hold on.
So yeah, but then this nigga came in, started lying and manipulating the shit, and come back telling me something that Swed said and telling Swed shit. It just was a whole bunch of mess, right? Keep in mind, y'all. Whole time for my birthday, he was trying to, I don't want to go. All of this to me. But anytime it was anybody's birthday up there, it was, you want to go. But where was everybody? Y'all don't understand how much I have helped this man. But then this nigga came in.
Hold on, let me see if I can find some more before we at the main event. Hey man, gentlemen, ladies, why y'all want to be in the face of people that don't like you, bro? That is some weirdo shit. That is some nut shit. That is some Looney Tune shit to me. Excuse my French. You know I'm cussing on here. YouTube, don't ban me. Don't demonetize me. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is some nut shit. To sit in the face and play in the face of somebody that don't like you. Damn, I've been there, but
if Trump snatch up,
y'all gotta have love for yourselves, bruh. Y'all gotta have love for yourselves. This nigga talking about Trump can deport Black Americans. So where we gonna go, bruh? Anyways, let me see. Akbar V birthday. Hold on, let me see. And it's sad because, you know, she not ugly. Like, she a little pretty little girl. Let me see if we can pull it up. Here we go.
Even talk about how you got on this internet. Lied like my baby wasn't going to have an aneurysm in her head, man. My heart's so big. My heart is so big, I be forgiving certain shit, bro. Lying on my baby, bro. Like, my baby went sick in the hospital, bro. And we went in ICU for like a month, nigga. Then I had to deal with a backlash. I came to the internet and said, hey, man, y'all pray for me. Because I ain't had no other outlet. You know, I ain't had no other outlet. Because my pastor that I really talk to every day was my best friend. That's all I knew to talk to when I'm going through what I'm going through. He get on the internet. He say, oh, yeah, she lying. Like, basically, like I'm lying about my daughter. Keep in mind, I was in ICU for a whole month with my baby, bro. She had an AVU, busting her head. She had a light stroke. My baby couldn't even, her eyes went cross-eyed. This nigga get on the internet trying to assassinate my character. His own brother said, why the hell you do that? Like, this is shit. And then for the girl, the mirror tell me, she said, man, this man want bad for you. How do you want bad for a person? Okay, I posted you naked. I posted your information. But what did you did for me to do that? You got caught cheating with the mirror. You got caught and she had my address. You gave her my address. I just had a whole talk with this girl.
Hold up. She posted Ninja naked?
But what the hell, boy?
I'm sorry that she has to cry like that, but hey, ladies, shout out to the women that have naked pictures of me. Hey, please.
You need to leave.
Please don't post me. Please don't post me, please. Here we go. For real, don't post me.
You want bad for me. You know I'm a celebrity. You don't care at this point. Because you jealous hearted. But who have helped you? Who have? Every time you call, you fall short. And you on your last on your lonely. You can always call me and I always come through and you know that you're a fucking manipulator, bro. And it took me like hell not to get on this internet. I'm just fed up. I'm tired. I'm very depressed. This man just lie for no reason. Whole time you giving the bitches up. So he pillow talks about me to these bitches. But then turn around and ask me to get him a car. Then on top of that, you up here telling me out your mouth when you got caught that this girl that you've been seeing for a month in a week. Then you gonna say, I thought we were separated. How we separated? Then you just asked me for a call. I just left you and we just had unprotected sex. If we were separated, why you ain't use no condom? Why you ain't tell me that? But you, the same narcissist, this a narcissist. I don't sleep around on my husband, bro. Regardless of how you try to paint me to be. I don't cheat on my.
It's a lot of drama. Yeah, hey man, I can only say what I continue to say. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, if you're listening, put a 1 in the chat. Hey bro, deal with the people who actually want to deal with you. Don't be in the face of people that don't want to deal with you, because that shit ain't worth it. So even me, I have a short fuse. I don't really like to be around too many people. People irritate me, but I'm always around people that actually like to be around me. Even if they're complicated, even if they stress me out, you know, some people don't stress me out though. But yeah, I only be in the face of people that like me. I don't be in the face of people that don't like me. I don't waste my time. That's one thing. If one thing y'all can learn today, that's one thing y'all need to learn. Don't be in the face of people that you feel like don't really fuck with you for real or don't really rock with you the long way. Here we go. Pause.
I'm faithful because I be trying to be pleasing to God, bro. This shit is not a joke. Then I got to deal with a nigga that had me crashing out like they right here doing this on the internet because I don't really got nobody to talk to. And the people that I got to talk to, I think they tired of this shit. They tired of hearing it. They be like, oh, but just let that shit go. It's hard to let something go when you love somebody, bro. You get it? But it's my way.
No. Hold up. You could love somebody, but love yourself more. Okay? Love yourself more. I'm sorry. Me personally, choose yourself first. I tell everybody, be selfish with your love. Choose yourself first. 9 times, really 10 times out of 10. Choose yourself first, bro. I don't care how much you love somebody. Put yourself first. Self-preservation first. Guess what? You lose your mind, they gonna leave you in the dump. Ninja, guess what? You pass away, Ninja, it's over with. Like I said with Charlie, what's his face? Not to use him, but he's the example. Ninjas is not talking about him no more, but his family, bro. Not to say it like that, but I'm saying. I'm saying, and the people that care about him. Other than that, memory. That's why I tell y'all, we all finna die anyways. Put yourself first, because life is short. Here we go.
wake up call right here on this day. I'm gonna pray this shit through. I'm definitely gonna pray it through. I'm tired of everybody stop walking around acting like they man a victim to the girl in the white Jeep. They been creeping with them. They work at a medical field or whatever. You gonna go through it too, if not worse. I promise you that. I got my own money, so it really ain't too much that a nigga can really do. I can really just leave. You feel what I'm saying? And you know, but you gonna.
So if you could leave, why are you sitting here crying? Clown world, Ninja. But hey, man, I can't tell nobody how to feel. We listen, we don't judge. We'll keep you guys updated on that situation. Hopefully she find peace and figure it out with her husband. Anyways, main event, people. Y'all know what it is. Hit the like button. We in here, Ninja. We are in here. All right, man. 4, 3, 2, 2. Yes, sir.
Daddy, am I your baby?
Shout out to Mariah the Scientist. Shout out to Mariah the Scientist.
Daddy, am I your baby?
And shout out to Thugger. All right, man. Dame Dash tells Charlamagne Tha God that he is a poor representation of masculinity for black men. Ninja.
You need to leave.
This about to be a good one. So before we get started, I got to play a video for y'all because I got to go take a pee real quick. I got to take a leak. Okay, I got to take a leak. What video should I play? Let me see. We'll play this video. This is the motivation video that we start with. And after that, like I said, free motivation on a Tuesday. After that, we're going to get into it so I can go take a quick bathroom break. Here we go.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
All right, man, we back in here. Y'all know what it is, man. Answer the poll in the chat. We had the poll up. Should I go see what the poll is? I ain't even gonna see it. I trust everybody's judgment, man. I'll put it up later. I trust everybody's judgment. But Dame Dash telling Charlamagne Tha God, hey, man, this gonna be a good one. Not a long one, but a good one. Let us know what you think in the comment section, people. 1 second. Where is Win? Let me pull myself up. What's up? We back. We back. BLACA. Shout out to the gangbangers, drug dealers, and everybody in between. Ninja. Shout out to all the ninjas. Gentlemen, today's episode is for the boys. Shout out to the ladies. Ladies, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you're in here, put a 1 in the chat, and shout out to everybody that watches on the playback. Ninja.
Hello.
All right, man. So the conversation today is masculinity. Being a man. A man's man. A man's man. Yeah. So a representation of masculinity. Man, where do I start, man? Let me pull up the footage. First things first, we're going to go to Instagram. And you guys are going to hear me stop the video because if I don't stop the video, guess what's going to happen, guys? If I don't stop the video, they're going to turn around and demonetize the whole show. Okay? So I will stop the video. Shout out to DJ Academics for the footage. He did, I guess, a compilation of the clips. We're not going to use the Breakfast Club because they're going to turn around and iHeartMedia me. Let me see. Where we at? Hold on. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. We'll go to DJ Academics. And then we'll do a deeper dive, I guess, with iHeartRadio. Shout out to iHeartRadio. We're reacting to this, okay? Relax. All right, here we go. First things first. Hold up.
Game I have with you is you're a businessman and an entrepreneur.
I don't care what your problem.
Well, hold on.
People have a question to you. You don't want to ask the question, and exactly what you do to people.
I did answer.
You are a chatty patty, right?
No, I'm not. Okay, let's do this. Can I talk? Let me answer that. Can I answer that? Can I answer that?
No, you can't come speaking. Like we just said, we're gonna set boundaries. I respected you. Respect me.
That's what Dane wanted, by the way. He wanted to come in here and call this.
He said boundaries. He said some chatty patty stuff that's absolutely not true.
So let's address it. Let's unpack it. Let's unpack it.
All right, so that's not the main one. Let's see where we start. Hold on. Let's see. Right here.
If you guys look at my Instagram, I've been editing for 6 months. Stupid.
I don't believe you.
Because you're dumb. How would you know you're in this coffin every day? Count Dumbula?
That was whack, brother. That was whack. I can't even hear my sounds. Look, my sounds ain't even going off, Ninja. My sounds ain't going off. But that was whack, brother. Count Dumbula? Come on, brother.
Your suit in my coffee.
But I'm talking to you about. Wait. How should I know? I never had these.
So when we ask the question,
I'm talking to him now. See what you're doing? Girls do that. Let me say this. You acting like a girl.
You move like an old auntie. You an old Harlem auntie.
I could punch you right in your face like a grown man. I won't. And you won't do shit.
See, Dame, this is with the chatty patty. So just
so we'll start there, right? So Dame said I could punch you in your face and you won't do shit. Shout out to Charlamagne for showing the restraint he needed to show because, Dame was trying to trick him out of position right there. Shout out to Charlamagne. Yeah, gentlemen, like I said, when it comes to masculinity, it's not cool. Like, everybody, not everybody, but I mean, we all have fists. Some people know how to use them, some don't. And I'm not speaking from a high horse. Okay, I'm not speaking from a high horse, but I will say, gentlemen, always remember there's a threat level of violence when you're around other men. It don't matter if the person is gay, straight, whatever the case may have you. Be careful what you say because you might meet somebody on that day that'll make you eat them words. I've been there before, Ninja. I've been there before. I'm trying to tell y'all. Here we go.
Because I knew you was going to say
that. I've seen you run.
Yes.
I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that. I would have fucked you up. But
you see, and shout out to Dame. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said Dame was correct. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said Dame was correct. 100% correct. Shout out to nothing. We can disagree to agree because the reason why I feel like Dame is not correct is at the end of the day, you say all the stuff you say about this platform, but you still came to the platform. That's some nut shit. That makes no sense. Why would you come to the platform and be mad when you wanted to come to the platform? Just like they wanted to invite you. So at the same time, shout out to Breakfast Club. Y'all wanted that energy. Now, what I will say though, when it comes to the whole masculinity thing, because this is a deep topic, Charlamagne Tha God, I don't call Charlamagne Tha God, by the way. I call Charlamagne the Jizzle. I call him the Jizzle because I call no man a God, except for the Most High. Shout out to the Most High. What I will say, Charlamagne is not the pillar for masculinity, or at least my personal pillar for masculinity. So I don't want Charlamagne to be my representation when it comes to what's masculinity. But I've told y'all, a lot of people that I looked up to when I was a youngin', they kind of disappointed me. And the reason why they disappointed me is because, I put them on a pedestal and then I've seen them, do things that I wouldn't per se agree with. Like back in the day, I used to like Kanye. Like I still like Kanye, but I don't like Kanye as much now. It could be because I'm older and I have a better understanding of the world, or it could be how he acts. He acts very outlandish. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said that is irrelevant. Charlamagne is not a masculine man. He says Charlamagne is not a masculine man, and that is correct. Shout out to my bad, y'all. I'm gonna make it bigger. I ain't got my glasses on. I'm sorry. Shout out to Melzario. He says so tired of Dame, and that's what I need y'all to understand, bro. Like Dame, well, I said this in the comments. I said two things can be true. So Dame has some truth to what he said, but I feel like his approach is wrong because, like I said, if that's the example of masculinity, so as a man, if I come through screaming at people, does that make me more of a man? And that's why I look at y'all like, bro, what are we talking about, bro? Like, what are you talking about? You can't go screaming at people just because you don't like what they say or you disagree with them. That doesn't make sense. That's not masculine. That's feminine. That is feminine. And I don't want to put the women on blast. Shout out to the ladies. But when women get mad, they supposed to scream. As a man, if you get mad and you scream, Ninja's gonna look at you like you tripping. And you know, I speak from my own personal perspective. I'm 6'1", I'm 260 pounds, big dude. I'm not that big though. There's people who are bigger than me. But I say that to say, if I go outside, and this is the standard I always hold myself to in my head because I've been told before, you feel me? If I go outside and I start screaming because I don't like what somebody said to me, people are going to look at me like they need to put me away. Does that make me more masculine as a man? That's my whole thing. So with Dame can't get mad if people put the same energy out towards him. So when Dame turn around and say something that people don't like, hold on, my bad, y'all. Let me X something out. When Dame turn around and say something that people don't like, it's all good. But at the same time, when people say something that he doesn't like, you can't turn around and turn up and get mad and then want to leave because you don't like what somebody said. But they're sitting there with you while you're saying stuff that they don't like. That's just my personal interpretation. But I'm going to let them speak. Like I said, guys, if I stop it a lot, it's because YouTube will turn around and YouTube will demonetize it. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said, okay, but what black folk always do is find one thing that they don't agree with and throw the whole argument out the window. Let's focus on the fact that Charlamagne is not masculine. Facts. Hey, facts. You right, though. You right. Now, Charlamagne is not necessarily, I wouldn't say he is somebody I would look up to as a masculine pillar in the black community. And that's cool. He's not per se masculine. But at the same time, what I do feel like with Dame is how do you say this? Dame is I don't know how to say it properly, but basically what he's doing is he's being disingenuous. So Dame knows that Charlamagne is playing a game where he's catering to an audience. So regardless of how you feel about him personally, you know that he's catering to an audience because you've done it before yourself. So whether or not you do that or don't do that, shout out to Joshua. Joshua said, I'm still doing it. Hey, man, we're going to let him say what he say. Shout out to Joshua. Like I said, gentlemen, we have to remember, when it comes to this radio shit, music shit, you're catering to an audience. So I always say, look at Uzi, look at Playboy Carti. I use them ninjas as examples almost every other day on my show. We got Playboy Carti sucking on a lollipop. We got, what's the other ninja? We got Uzi doing the Vogue shit. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said that don't matter. He ordered a chocolate cake shaped like a booty. Now, see, this the thing. I don't really be watching Charlamagne like that. Yeah. I don't watch Charlamagne like that, but shout out to you for telling us that information. We'll keep that in mind. We gonna let it play. Hold on. Let me find Instagram. And also, everybody, another thing too, don't put everything in caps, because if you put everything in caps, I don't know how YouTube reacts to it. And shout out to Joshua. Joshua says Charlamagne is either gay or sold out. Now, two things can be true at the same time. What does that have to do with the next man? That's where I'm always confused. So me, I'm not worried about whether or not another man is gay. And that's where I'm saying, where it comes to masculinity, why are you worried about what another man does? I don't give a damn what none of these ninjas do. But that's just me though. That's just me. We're having a discourse. It's gonna be a heated conversation. And I understand where everybody coming from, where, hey, don't push that to the youth. You know, black people are forced to be sexually androgynous. You know, we're bombarded with those messages. I get it. Let's let them speak. Here we go.
I'm not going to do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up. I wouldn't have got beat up. Let's end this. So let me say one more thing before I leave. I
had so many questions.
All right. Oh, you're right.
So see, this is what I'm saying. The mic drop. That's my whole thing. So he could be right with what he's saying, but the mic drop, it's like, okay, you got to give people the respect that they want, or the respect you think you deserve. That's my whole thing. But let's continue.
Want to leave? You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, Dane.
No, what I'm saying is, when you interrupt me and you say certain things, where I'm from, the masculine man will fuck you up.
Yeah,
but because, wait, let me finish. No, I didn't. I said
not gonna happen.
I didn't say that. I said I could, and you wouldn't do anything.
And we gonna fight.
I didn't see that on tape. You ran.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Wait, ask what happened.
Now, shout out to Joshua. Joshua said it don't matter if he's gay, he should basically come out and say it. That's facts too. I just feel like personally it's not our business. Now, I ain't know about the chocolate shaped booty and all that, and we're gonna pull up some of Charlamagne's very zesty things that he's done in the past, but we're gonna show y'all the original audio. Hopefully YouTube doesn't demonetize it, because if they do, I'm gonna have to pull it out. But basically, hold on, let me see if I find it. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. This is the full audio because it's giving me pieces and we need the whole thing. Hold on. Here we go, right here. This is the video. Let us know what you think in the comment section. Everybody chill with the caps. Cause when you put the caps, I feel like you yelling at me, okay? Chill, bro. Chill.
You need to leave.
Chill. Here we go.
A proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening. Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams.
And also, another thing I want y'all to tell me too, right? Because I said this at the beginning of the show. For those of you who are just coming in now, answer the poll in the chat, hit the like button. But who is the proper example of masculinity within the black community? And this is why I always say, when it comes to black people, we're not monolithic in our thinking. So think about it. We'll say, and these things can or can't be true. That's why I always say it's two sides to every story. So we'll say, what's the ninja name? Russell Wilson. We'll say Russell Wilson is a simp. Russell Wilson is not an example of masculinity. We'll turn around and say Future, my bad, I got my other hand right here. We'll say Future is not a person we want to be like. All right, I'm using Russell Wilson as Future as an example. Who else? We'll say, who else? I don't even know. A$AP Rocky. I said A$AP Rocky earlier. We'll turn around and say A$AP Rocky, right? A$AP Rocky, whose wife is a billionaire. A$AP Rocky is in an emasculated position because his wife makes more money than him. So who is the proper role model for black men within the community? That's my whole little thing right there. Who's the person? Who's the person? And that's why I say we all just have to disagree to agree. Because yeah, it's not Charlamagne, it's not DJ Envy, but at the same time, is it Dame Dash? It's not Dame Dash in my eyes. Dame Dash is not who I want to be. Now, back in the day, when I was younger, I used to look up to Dame Dash, like not like like heavy, but I used to love to watch his old Breakfast Club interview when he first came on. You know, he came with the whole chatty patty and all that kind of thing. You feel me? But as I got older, things changed. So and shout out to the alphabet community. I personally don't care what people do with their own time because I know who I am as a person, but I'm just self-aware because of what I've been through in the past, right? So I know what I like. I know what I don't like. Past that, yeah, I mean, now looking at Dame Dash's mentality, you're supposed to grow. You know, you can be stuck or have your, you know, you could have your foot set in your own morals and principles, but you're supposed to grow as a man, and you're supposed to, you know, or at least how I feel, being a man is a coming of age thing. So you're supposed to change your perspective over time. It's not supposed to stay the same or else you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're going to be stuck in the same place. And that's how I feel that's the whole thing that's going on with this ninja personally right now. Hold on. I'm about to read everybody's comments. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua said, it don't matter. He should admit what he is. And if he's not gay, he should act right. Shout out to Yosef. We're gonna call you Yosef. Yosef said, I agree with Dame. I used to fight a lot growing up. A lot of things have changed in modern culture. I ain't fighting no one. I'd rather pull the sticky out. Like the young crowd. Big facts. That's what I'm saying. So I'm a big dude. I'm telling you, I'm a big dude. I got the gloves right there outside. I've been hit by a boxer before. I've been jumped before, all that same shit that he was talking about. So I know how to fight. I know how to use my hands, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get hurt. I'm older now. And I'm not saying that like I'm scared of, you know, shooting the fair one, shooting the fade. It's just you get older, shit change. So it's like, why would I fight? Why would I put myself in a position to be in trouble or trick myself out of position now that I'm older and I'm aware, like, look, I'm building something for myself. I got my life, my whole life ahead of me. I don't even like going to the club. And for those of y'all new here, I told y'all the most recent fight, me and my brother almost had to jump somebody because he was looking at me crazy. Cause I think I had said something to his girl when we was in the club, and all I said was, oh, you know, is somebody sitting here? And the dude got mad at me cause I said, oh, is somebody sitting here? So he looking like he want to do something, and me and my brother looking at each other like, man, I hope this dude don't do it cause we gonna do it to him in the club. So I mean, I don't know. And shout out to Joshua. Joshua said, black kids don't need celebrity role models. Bars. And that's where we start to shift the conversation. The conversation becomes, okay, so who should black people look up to? Who should black kids look up to? And that's where we start to peep and we start to peel back. Hey, the people that were put in place for us to look up to may or may not be politically correct. And that's okay. But the people that we needed to look up to weren't the people we were looking up to. So even me as a kid, I only wanted to do music because I seen people that look like me. I wanted to do music, play sports, play ball. I seen people that look like me and they look like they had all the girls on them. They look cool, the chains, all that. Today, I just don't have my golds in my mouth. I ain't got my chain on. Sometimes I wear it. Now I'm a little bit older, so I don't wear it all the time. But yeah, you know, I got caught up in the same system that we all get caught up in, where these are the people we look at as role models and these aren't necessarily the people we look at as role models. And I mean, it's just a whole thing because you know, I feel like they put these people in place on purpose. So even when it comes to the whole alphabet community, shout out to the alphabet community, no disrespect. You know, when it comes to the alphabet community, you know, I've discussed this before. Black people, when it comes to everything that happened after slavery, black people have been put in a sexually androgynous state to where the role in the household, the role with the man, woman, whatever the case may have you, they made it sexually androgynous. So they made it fluid on purpose. So that way people would have a hard time figuring out who they are or what they're supposed to be. Continuing on, when you think about it deeper, they still play the role now. So one thing that I pointed out in my streams before, and I'm not going to say too much because I can't wake everybody up. You feel me? I can't wake everybody up. But one thing I notice is we get bombarded with those messages, but other groups and other communities where there's also gay people or homosexual people or people who have homosexual tendency, they're not bombarded with the same messages. So they don't see people that look like them engaging in those kind of acts, or at least it's more prevalent now, but back in the day, like I'm gonna say like a couple years ago, it wasn't happening. Like now they putting it in movies and shit and TV and shit. I don't watch TV no more. I don't watch TV. I watch the old shows. Feel me? So I think a little different. Shout out to Yosef. Yosef said, facts are right too. Cars change clothes. All right, let me let Dame talk. Like I said, y'all know I got diarrhea of the mouth. So I can keep talking about this shit, but I'm gonna let Dame talk. Hold up. Let him say what he has to say because I keep interrupting him. Here we go. 1 second. Y'all bear with me. Here we go.
I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening. Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Wendy's not my OG.
Can you
That's
stop?
funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So
yeah.
she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect.
Oh, I
but because we have different trauma, like we're different. Like I'm not the kind of guy that would like. I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
And it's another thing. And I tell y'all, for those of y'all that are new here, I tell y'all all the time, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm a square. Shout out to the squares. And I was trying to live like a street ninja, trying to be ganging down. Ninja been jumped before. I done jumped people before, changed my ways. And yeah, I mean, like I said, shout out to Dame and Dash, you know, shout out to Dame. But I mean, it's not cool to get an ass whooping, bro. Okay? I gotta say it, bro. And this where I'm saying where the masculinity conversation gets weird, because it don't make you more of a man. You feel me? It does not make you more of a man if you turn around and take an ass whooping from 7 people, bro. 10 people, bro. What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking? That's why I laugh. Yo, that's why I laugh, bro. You ninjas are crazy, bro. It don't make sense. Don't take the ass whooping. And you know, he said to Charlamagne, hey, you know, you proud of running away. Gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, in today's day and age, ninja, run away. Yes, live to fight another day. It's the art of war. You can lose the battle, but win the war. I'm not saying be a pussy, but in today's day and age, unfortunately, you have to be a pussy cat. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. You got to be a pussy cat. Don't sit there and get jumped by 7 people. Cause what happens if you get irreversible damage? What happens if you get a brain aneurysm? What happens if one of them ninjas pull out a knife? Don't put yourself in them positions, first off. But secondly, if you're in that position, try and de-escalate, and only if you can't de-escalate, yeah, turn up on them ninjas, okay? Turn up. But like I say, don't be sitting there trying to take an ass whooping, bro. It's not the 2000s, bro. It's 2025, bro. Shit done changed, okay? Like, for real, bro. For real. That shit, some nut shit, bro. Clown world, ninja. Shout out to Yosef. Yosef said I was jumped by 5 dudes. I went John Wick, LOL. He said, all my white friends were in shock. Last time I went Mega Man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Last time I got jumped, that was recently. I got backdoored by this girl I was fucking with. She knows who she is. And I took the ass whooping, bro. I took the ass whooping because it was just, the setup was just so spectacular, vernacular, okay? Man, the setup was so crazy. I said, damn, they got me. I said, damn, I just seen a bunch of people pull up out the car. I said,
but what the hell?
I said, oh, shit. You know, when you realize you about to get jumped, you say, oh, shit, that's what this is. Damn. And yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I froze, bro, because I ain't expected to do me dirty like that. But that's how the game go. That's how the game go. You just gotta keep, feel me? You gotta keep moving forward. It is what it is. Shit, I'll take my L's. I wear my L's now because, you know, you gotta take L's to get these W's. You dig? But yeah, bro. Hey, bro. Yeah, after that, I realized I wasn't a gangster, bro. I wasn't a gangster. I realized I wasn't a gangster. Yeah. That shit, that's how the shit go, bro. Like I said, gentlemen, don't put yourself in these positions. Let's let Damon finish what he had to say. Here we go.
Yeah. I'd rather get my ass whipped. And it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why.
And shout out to Joshua. So this is where Joshua was correct. Shout out to Joshua. He said when people pretend that they're not gay but act gay or whatever, you know, whatever that is. Here we go.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me.
This is hilarious. I love
you're
what
gay.
you're doing. This is hilarious.
So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is, you know, is very feminine, and you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't.
All right, bars right here, but bars. Now that was bars right here. Shout out to my moderator. Shout out to Ayo. Shout out to Ayo. But that was bars right there. But my whole thing is, it's tough because, like I said, when you're trying to garner attention, you have to turn around and not per se be feminine, but you gotta talk about gossip shit. So for example, for those of you who are new here, first off, I don't even know how many people in the chat room, but hit the like button, answer the poll, and just shout out to everybody in here. But look, bruh, when I first started doing this, what was I talking about? I was talking about motivational Mondays. We're gonna bring that back. Course correction on Wednesdays and all that shit. And I was garnering attention. I only started garnering real attention when I started talking about gossip shit. So once I start talking about celebrity gossip and I niche down, that's when people start coming to the show, start seeing what's popping off. My show start doing 1,000, 2,000. And this ain't even real gossip, because if I wanted to, I could take it back to the hood and talk about gossip that go on in the streets, because, you know, the streets talk. Not the internet streets. I'm talking about the real streets. All I got to do is go talk to people, do in real life streams and shit like that. But yeah, so that's where I'm like, Dame is being somewhat disingenuous because he knows how the game goes, because he was trying to do music himself. And he's still doing music. So even then, Charlamagne got on, like he got on when Wendy Williams gave him that chance. And I know this because I actually read Charlamagne's books way back when. But Charlamagne actually started as a rapper. For people who don't know his story, Charlamagne started as a rapper. So you're saying it as if he wanted to do radio. No, he started as a rapper and then he made that shift. I forgot what happened specifically, but I read both his books. I know he has a couple more out now. You know, I was reading about, you know, just people I used to look up to back in the day when I used to really listen to the Breakfast Club and shit. I'm like, damn, let me check out this ninja book. So yeah, he started as a rapper, and I forgot what his rap name was. It was something, I can't remember his rap name. It was some weird shit. What was his rap name? I can't remember. It was some corny shit. Some corny shit. No hate to Charlamagne. Shout out to Charlamagne. What was his name? Damn, I can't remember his name, but he used to talk about it. Oh, Van Winkle, something Van Winkle. His rap name was something Van Winkle, if I'm not mistaken. And then he stopped rapping and shit. Shout out to Yosef. He said, I make music and I watch gossip content all day, LOL. Music is boring as fuck. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So look, if I had turned around and stuck to the music and just talking about music all day, nobody would be here. So I talk about the gossip because the shit's funny. It's funny, it's cool, people want to talk about it. It is what it is, and it's fleeting. The emotions, the moment is fleeting. But yeah, so Charlamagne didn't start in radio. Charlamagne started he started making music. He was something Van Winkle. I can't remember his name though. But yeah, it's like I said, bro. I understand where Damon is coming from, Mr. Dash. I just feel like, you know, maybe it's a New York thing. And shout out to everybody in New York that watch me. It's crazy because, you know, I do music and yeah, I had got a deal before. My deal was based out of New York. I guess they like very provocative stuff. I'm very provocative, but yeah, I don't know, bro. Sometimes the way y'all talk, bro, it's like it's fighting words like the whole time, and it's cool, but it's like you gotta kind of watch your approach. I guess that's why they say New York people are like Miami people like Cali people. I don't know. Here we go.
Need to be worried about girl stuff. Do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you if 10 guys jumped you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him. I like my women to feel safe when they're around me. I don't.
And this where I'm saying, what the Ninja, Mr. Dash, they could still feel safe around you with 10 dudes, but it's like you can't take on 10 dudes. You think you can. If them ninjas actually knew how to fight, you could not take them on, bro. Like, this is reality. Come back to reality, bro. Here we go.
I don't tell people, like, and I'm not saying that's your way, but you're just not masculine. I've seen him run. I looked at a whole reel of, there's like a thing that says how many people bark. There's stuff that how many times you talk about other people's genitals. You
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, y'all ninjas made me so homophobic, bruh. Y'all made me so homophobic, bruh. I don't even eat sausages no more, okay? I don't eat sausages no more. No homo. I used to love sausage, bro. I can't eat a sausage. I can't eat a hot dog, bro. What else, bro? I say pause after everything, or I say no Diddy. What was the other one? Who's the other ninja? Oh, I'm not finna say his name before he send the Goonies after me. But yeah, I'll be like, no Diddy, all that, bro. Here we go.
Real masculine men don't do that. You said that some guys was throwing you kisses because they liked your paws butt, and you went back. That's gay.
What the hell? Oh my God. You need to leave.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna pull up some of Charlamagne's homosexual moments, and shout out to the alphabet people. Don't send the Goonies after me. And yeah, them alphabet people will beat you up, guys. If you didn't know, they know how to fight. Let me see. Where is TikTok? We're gonna go to TikTok. Let us know what you think in the comment section, people, and hit the like button and answer the poll. Let me see. TikTok. And like I said, we all can disagree to agree. Shout out to Joshua, because Joshua felt.
What would you say to all your fans that have dreamed?
Joshua felt very strongly about everything that was being said. And I'm not saying that throwing shade. I'm saying like, yeah. And I understand where he's coming from, because, you know, I used to feel a certain way until I realized, you know, I feel like when it comes to the black community, the reason why the black community is in the current state of affairs that it's in is because people are not monolithic in their thinking. There are some people who are on code with each other. There are some people who are not. And shout out to the rest of the communities. I'm just saying in general, or at least in the American black community. And I feel like what it really comes down to is everybody wants to be like their oppressor. Yeah, I said it. You need to leave. They want to feel the power of their oppressors. So everybody wants to be colonizers now. That's my whole thing that I see on social media and everything that's going on. And take that with a grain of salt. Like I said, I make music. I'm very poetic when I speak. But everybody wants to be a colonizer now, and that's the problem. And I'm not just saying black people. I'm saying all people. And that's why we're in this current state of affairs that we're in. So everybody's in this idea of I need to be better than everybody, but not from a positive standpoint in terms of competing, from a negative standpoint in terms of these people are below me and shit like that. But I digress. Let's see. Charlamagne. Let's see. Charlamagne being, hold up. All right, let's see here. What's going on here? Because do you guys remember the old Charlamagne? This the old Charlamagne.
Wait, you know what? Let me get a splash before I cheers you, because I got to drop in a little.
Okay.
Here.
This the old Charlamagne.
No disrespect, but I didn't know you had ass.
Oh my! Don't look at Nick
She's a
Cannon's butt. What's
married.
wrong with
Oh,
you?
I'm sorry, my fault. I'm talking.
Yeah, so this the old Charlamagne. Is that politically correct? Because that was a bit extreme. Let's see what else. Let me see. Why is it showing me Mariah Carey? Oh, it said being a menace to Mariah. What? Come on now. Charlamagne being gay. Let's see. Hold on.
Do you know this? Us gays love you.
I tell them.
I know the kids love me. They call me. They say I'm trade.
Trade.
What the hell?
Hold on.
God, no way.
Run that back. Hold up. I had to put the volume up. All right. Hold up.
Do you know this?
Us gays love you.
I tell them that. I know the kids love me. They call me. They say I'm trade.
Do you know that?
My bad, y'all. Hold on.
And what else they say, Carlos?
And let us know what you think in the comment section. Here we go.
What?
They say he trade, he thick. What else
Do you know what
say?
trade means? No, but it's flattering.
Trade is clock it. Trade is a black masculine, well, not black, a masculine man that looks like this. You know, with your basketball shorts and t-shirt and everything.
Yeah, it's like very like, ooh, what's
yes,
up?
we like short brown around over here.
That's what I was waiting for you to say. They be like, he's so round, he's so thick. I be like, can y'all stop?
Oh my God!
I was telling you about that time I was walking out of Viacom in 50.
What happened?
I was walking out of Viacom. It was about 4 brothers, right? I didn't even pay no attention. I'm walking, right? So I'm minding my business. All I hear is, Charlamagne, don't you walk over here. Don't you walk past us with all that ass and not say nothing. I'm like, what?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
I beg your finest pardon. I beg your finest pardon. Hey, man. Hey. I mean, here we go.
Excuse me. Yes! We love it. Sorry.
He was big blushing too.
He was?
I went back.
All right, y'all.
This ninja say he went back, ninja.
What the hell?
That ninja say he went back.
Oh my God, no way.
Let me see.
Exactly. Oh my God.
Yeah. So this where Joshua was right. Shout out to Joshua. Joshua was right in the sense that, Charlamagne is not necessarily the poster boy or man, big pause, for masculinity. Shout out to Yosef. Yosef says, so it's normalized for gays to sexualize straight masculine males. LOL. That's satanic. That's satanic. Yeah, I mean, hey, bro. It's tough. See, the reason why it's tough for me in the sense of, it's like, bro, so think about it. Gentlemen, pull up to the front of the club, please, form a circle. Ladies, if you're in here, put a 1 in the chat. Shout out to the ladies. My whole thing is this, is like, bro, so if, I'm not saying I like this, but I'm saying in general, if you like to see girls kissing, right? If you like to see girls kissing,
You need to leave.
or if you want to engage in a threesome with 2 women, right? Right? This is, follow me. It's like, can you be mad at the other, the other side of that spectrum? So like me personally, I'm not saying that I would like that, but if it was to happen, I wouldn't be angry or feel a kind of way if I see 2 girls kiss. Well, it depends. But I digress. But yeah. So that's my whole thing. It's like, now I don't want to see 2 men kiss and shit like that. I'm good. I don't want to see that. And shout out to Dave, them, and Zim Zur and the rest of them ninjas, right? Shout out to all of them. I don't want to see that. But what I will say is, if I want to see 2 girls kiss, theoretically, I can't be mad at the other side of that spectrum. Now, like I said, I don't want to see it, and don't pull up on me about it. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, bro. It's tough. When it comes to Charlamagne, though, and masculinity, because that was the main topic. When it comes to masculinity, Charlamagne is not the pinnacle of masculinity for black men. But my question is, right? My next question is, did Charlamagne say that he wanted to be the pinnacle of masculinity for black men? And that's where I'm like, okay, we got to draw the line here, because I'm pretty sure he never said he wanted to be the role model of masculinity for black men. And like I said, I mean, in his case, from what I remember, I believe he has all daughters. He's around women a lot. And I mean, when you're around women a lot, you tend to, I'm not going to say you tend to get more feminine. I'm not a doctor, but things happen where you're more in tune with your feminine side. That's just natural. If you have a bunch of sisters, you're aware of your feminine side more. So for example, with me, I only come off masculine like that because, and I mean, I am masculine, but I'm saying the reason why I'm masculine is I was raised by my dad, my uncle, my brother. Shout out to my stepmom, and shout out to the women in my life, my grandma, my auntie, all of them. Shout out to all of them. But I'm saying, it was all boys, like my brothers, my brother, my cousins, which were like my brothers. That's how we came up. It was all of us as guys. So I mean, that's why I'm very masculine, right? I'm very masculine. I'm in tune with my feminine side from having girlfriends and having women that I've dealt with over time. But you know, that's just how it was. But here we go. We got some more.
That's true,
That's different now. Come on.
The last time I attempted to do that, just it went so bad.
That's
true. Hold on.
Brunch on Sundays, that shit is relatable.
And Ben Gay is, you know what I'm saying, still out here. So yeah.
Who?
Ben Gay.
Okay. I don't know who Ben is and why he's gay, but
no, the stuff for the
oh, the cream.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a rapper
that
that you was listening to. I don't know, bro.
Wait, what is beignet for?
It's for the
you don't know what Ben Gay is?
Ben Gay is make your beard be like dark.
Man, we old as shit.
Wait, what? You put it on your beard? What's a black?
What are these people talking about, bro? Bro.
You need to leave.
Isn't Ben Gay like icy hot?
Stuff.
You mean hair dye?
What's the black stuff called? Not called Ben Gay?
You really don't know what Ben Gay is, yo?
No. He's talking about
Yeah,
Beijing.
we getting old. We getting old.
Oh, Beijing.
Yeah.
We getting old. Goddamn. We getting old.
That's I'm like, why you putting Ben Gay on your beard, bro?
I'm over here thinking he fucking with Nyla because Nyla don't know what Ben Gay is. Beijing, man.
Beijing then.
Hold on. I'm trying to find more moments. Hold on. Let me see. I guess they scraped all the moments.
Yeah. This guy's a one-trick pony over here.
Hold on, let me see. I don't see any moments.
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three.
Hold on.
It's 3 sexual orientations out here. It's gay, straight, and Drake. And Drake is just a whole different type of breed. It don't got nothing to do with nothing other than he's just a different type of breed, man. Drake's used to people laughing at him and talking about him behind his back from high school. So that was the who's laughing at me post. I hear y'all laughing at me. Y'all supposed to be my friends. I think Drake can rap. You know what I'm saying? I think he can rap. He's a dope rapper. But I hate when he sings. And I just think personally he's a corny guy.
Get in the car the next morning.
All right, man. I can't find any more, but like I said, we'll let you guys hear that clip one more time. Let us know what you think in the comment section, then we're going to call it a day. Here we go.
I knew you was gonna say
nah,
that.
I've seen you run.
Yes.
I've seen you. I'm not saying I will. I'm saying
respectful.
no. Then your version of respectful is different than mine. We were on the street right now and you were talking like that. I would have fucked you up. But I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I wouldn't have got beat up. But I wouldn't have got beat up. Let's end this. So let me say one more thing before I leave.
I had so many questions.
All right. Oh, you're right.
How you want to leave? You can't get in your emotions and want to leave, dang.
No, what I'm saying is when you interrupt me and you say certain things, where I'm from, the masculine man will fuck you up.
Yeah,
but because
and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you. I mean, I understand the whole, I don't like to be interrupted and shit like that. Gentlemen, like I said, if somebody has the power to move you with their words to where you put hands on them, you're weak-minded. You're weak-minded. You are weak-minded because, like I said, there's a time and place for everything. So, for example, if somebody interrupts you, let's say you go to your job. Let's say your boss interrupts you because Dame loves to refer to his boss. You go to your job and your boss interrupts you. Are you going to fuck him up? So let's say you from the streets. So you from the streets and somebody interrupt you while you talking. Hey, excuse me. You can't say, hey, excuse me, bro. I was talking. You feel me? You gonna fuck him up?
But what the hell?
That makes no sense, bro. Please do not follow that sentiment. Don't follow that sentiment. Here we go.
Let me finish. No, I didn't. I said I didn't say I said I could and you wouldn't do anything.
And we gonna fight.
I didn't see that on tape. You ran.
Yeah, because it was 4 guys, but that's cool.
Ask what happened when 30 guys jumped me.
Respect.
I got that ass whipping, but I fucked them niggas up.
I think it's been some head trauma ever since.
Yeah. Hey, yo, pause.
Here we go.
Yo, Juggy. Yeah. But this is, remember I told you this is how I get triggered. Just let me teach. If you don't know, listen. Listen to the teacher. I'm teaching you right now because this is a business you don't know. You've been in this room for 30 years straight.
15.
So you're missing a lot of life.
Not really.
Well, then stop speaking.
You're just wrong.
You have a problem, but you're just wrong. On a respect level, you're wrong.
But go ahead. You're right. Teach.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like Charlamagne was just fucking with him. That's how I feel. Past that, yeah, bro. Like I said, gentlemen, you're allowed to have your morals and principles that you stand on, but as a man, you're supposed to develop a new perspective over time. So there's certain things you stand on. For example, me personally, if applicable, You know, I never off nobody, right? I never put nobody in the dirt if applicable. I'm not that type of dude. Even now, I don't want to fight unless I have to. If I do fight, you know, in my head, I got to knock a ninja out cold, because if I don't, I feel like he's going to try and harm me. You know, shit like that. These are principles that you stand on. Over time, it's going to be, like Yosef said earlier, yeah, we ain't finna scrap. You know, I'm gonna keep the blicky on me. I'm gonna keep the Glockiana on me in case I gotta do what it does. And that's just how the game goes. So like I said, I'm saying that to say, as a man, your perspective is supposed to shift over time. You have principles you stand on. But like I said, with Dame, shout out to Dame. I respect him as a man and what he believes in. But past that, it's just a certain way you gotta talk to people, bro. Besides how you feel about whatever they do, whatever they don't do, you can't turn around and turn up on people. That's not normal, bro. Like, y'all niggas have never convinced me that's normal. For you to turn up on somebody and go ham because whatever they do. Now, like I said, I understand agendas being pushed, but I'm always going to say this, and shout out to my white brothers and sisters. I got to use guys as the example. My example is this. Why don't you have the same energy for your male and female counterparts of other ethnicities? I always say that, bro, because we seem to have this energy with each other, but none of you ninjas have this energy for your male and female counterparts of a lighter complexion. And that's why when y'all ninjas be speaking sometimes, I look at y'all like this.
But what the hell, boy?
I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about, bro? Excuse my French, but I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Y'all not making sense. Shout out to Yosef. He said America was built off of killing people and stealing their land. And pretty much that keeps repeating. Exactly. So like I said, if that's what's going on, why don't y'all have the same energy for the people in power? But you don't. So that's where I'm saying where ninjas know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with. So even Dame, right? Dame Dash, shout out to Dame Dash. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the ninja that's going to do it to him. Because there's some grown ninjas, there's some old OGs out here that'll really give you a two-piece. You know, they give you the two-piece combo. But what I am saying is, people know who to say certain things to and who not to say certain things to. And that's where I say Damon Dash was being very disingenuous, because, you know, he addressed it on the platform and that's cool. But I personally don't think he would have had that much animosity behind closed doors. Because, and when I say behind closed doors, I mean off camera. Because I'm pretty sure off camera, Charlamagne would have let him know, yo, to be honest, don't disrespect me as a man, regardless of whatever his sexual orientation is. You got to be careful how you approach people. It don't matter. Like, even me, there's certain situations I may or may not have been in where if you disrespect me as a man, yeah, we got to put the gloves on and we got to square up. I don't care if I get my ass whooped. And the reason why is so you going to learn, hey, next time, let me not approach somebody like that, because if I approach somebody like that, they might turn around and try and check my jaw. You feel me? But besides the point, let's continue. Hold on.
I think you really got a lesson. How did 50 Cent acquire ownership of Paid in Full?
Let me ask you a question. Let's put this in.
That's not how this works, Dan. No.
I'm sorry.
I mean, like I said, we ain't finna beat a dead horse. That's the main thing. I don't want to touch on the other stuff because y'all know how, you know, when you get monetized on YouTube, they watching you. I'm hoping they don't turn around and copyright everything and then we remove everything that was said and it's just a mute video of me watching and saying whatever I said, because that would really suck. Hey, man, man. That's it for tonight's show, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section, man. My main thing is this. Like I said, when it comes to masculinity, gentlemen, I want y'all to put in the chat on a playback. I might drop this on a playback. I'm going to drop this on the playback, actually. Put in the chat, who is the man that we all look up to? And I'm talking to my ninja. Shout out to the black men. I'm talking to y'all because that was what today's subject was about. And shout out to everybody else. But who is the pinnacle of masculinity that we're looking to for reference here, you know? And I've said this before, and I'm not the only person to say this, because, you know, like, guys, we don't really have much role models, right? Other than if you want to be a ball player or a rapper or whatever, you don't have much role models. Ninja got He-Man and shit, and Batman Ninja. That's what I want to be. I want to be Batman in my head, or motherfucking excuse my French, Red X. I'll be Red X or something. I don't want to be none of these ninjas out here in the real world. Shout out to my dad and my uncle. When I was younger, I used to look up to my dad and my uncle. Then I got older and I realized, hey, you know, they do what they do and they're their own men. I want to be my own man. Shout out to Yosef. Yosef said Morgan Freeman. Okay, shout out to Morgan Freeman. But you got to remember, unless you actually know Morgan Freeman as the person, you look up to Morgan Freeman, the actor. And that's where we got to make the fine line. And that's why I've said this before on my streams. I said, you know, we got to kind of decide whether or not we're going to separate the artist from his work, because there's Morgan Freeman, the actor, and acting is a form of art, by the way, people. So Morgan Freeman, the artist / actor, and then there's Morgan Freeman, the man at home. I don't know Morgan Freeman personally. I don't study him like that, because at the same time, I would say Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington would be another one. I like the actor Denzel Washington. Even Will Smith, before Will Smith turned around and slapped Chris Rock, because that was a stain on his legacy. But before that, Will Smith was the ideal person. But like I said, not Will Smith the dad, or Will Smith the father, Will Smith the husband. It was Will Smith the actor. And that's where I'm saying where we don't really have an actual perception of who's masculine. And even when I think to other communities, I mean, I don't know too much about the other communities and other groups of people. There is no men in those communities who I look up to. Shout out to Yosef. He said I was gonna say Denzel. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we're seeing interpretations of people, and that's why. And I told y'all before, being a man is a coming of age thing. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Because what ends up happening, like, I'm gonna use me as the example, then we're gonna get up on out of here because I got to get to the gym. I remember when I first was a man, when I first thought I was a man, was when I was like 18. I was emulating, you know, the positive and negative qualities that I seen with the men who were in my life, and at the same time, what I seen on TV, what I seen in movies. You feel me? Boys in the Hood, like what's the not Loving Basketball? What's the one with Jody? With Jody, I can't even remember right now because I've been talking all day. But yeah, you know, girls used to call me baby boy. So I'm sitting here walking around with a tank top trying to be Jody, Ninja. Ninja sitting here trying to be Jody. So like I said, that first stage of me being a man was trying to emulate other men and take the qualities from those men to make myself into a certain kind of dude. And that wasn't right, because at the same time I took the positive qualities, I took the negative qualities. You can't do that. So like I said, at some point in time, revelation happened. I said, oh, this is not the kind of person I want to be. I got to switch up. Then I'm trying to be a thug. You know, I'm doing the music, and then I'm trying to represent the thug image from my music. I'm like, okay, I could do the thug image. I could use a pimp image. I'm trying to be a thug, and I'm like, yo, I'm not even a thug. I don't have to be a thug. I look tough already. You know, the people. I look menacing. Not menacing, but what's the correct terminology? I forgot what they say. I look a bit menacing, you know, when I put my serious face on. But yeah, so, you know, I had to realize and I had to change, and that's where I'm saying where you can have your morals and principles, but you're gonna change perspective over time. Now where I'm at now in my life, I'm more self-aware as to who I am, what I like, what I don't like. I'm in that space where I'm building my life, and, you know, I want to try new things. I want to travel. It's certain shit that I like to do that I know from past experiences that I had, even with jobs. I used to do security, Louis Vuitton, Facebook, crowd control at the mall. I've had a lot of jobs, Sears, Best Buy, computer section. When Dixie, I was a bag boy. I've been a truck driver before. So like I said, being a man is a coming of age thing. You'll start to understand it as you get older and older, but it's a self-aware kind of thing. You have to figure out who you are, what you like and don't like, and what you stand for. It's not a one size fits all, because if every man was the same, like I said, we all be clones. Hey man, say man, that's it for today's show, man. And shout out to Yosef. Yosef said whites don't got that many other men to look up to too. Look at Joe Rogan. And that's what I'm saying. So as men, we don't really have any pinnacle of masculinity to look up to. All we know is discipline, gym. We know discipline. We know the gym. We know take care of yourself as a man. That's it. Shout out to Yosef. He said, you need to go to Japan. That's where I'm trying to move to, or Germany. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Me personally, I like it in America. I've traveled before, so I've been to like Mexico, I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to the islands, I've been to a lot of different places. I want to travel some more. I haven't been to Germany or Japan yet. I might go see what it's about, but I don't know how to feel. I don't know if they like people my complexion out there. Hey man, like I said, that's it for tonight's show. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We putting the clothes up soon. I'm gonna have y'all dripped out soon. I'm gonna get y'all some fits and shit that y'all can wear. Y'all go fuck with the clothes. Past that, we got the membership set up. Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. I'm back in here tomorrow, man.